just the past 5 years, the Postcode Lottery Green Challenge has developed into one of the most prestigious international clean energy competitions. Social entrepreneurs from across the world are creating and implementing exciting new ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, with the potential to improve millions of lives. To this year's finalists, I wish you the best of luck with your presentations, and I look forward to hearing about your ideas. Thanks for what you've already done and what you will do to make our planet safer, healthier, and more prosperous.
We're focusing on producing a local distribution system that can recycle and use more local energy and thus make the buildings much more self-sustainable. So what we do is we place the ventilation units at several different places in the building, near the outer wall. We bring in the fresh air there. We use the water, the low temperature water, to preheat or pre-cool the fresh air so that when you get it into the room, it's at the perfect temperature. We're ready to take on the world, and I would like your help with this. Thank you very much.
I'm going to tell you today that we can produce electricity with living plants. So while the plant is growing, we can harvest electricity directly. This plant produces organic matter from sunlight via photosynthesis. Part of this organic matter it uses for its own growth, but part of it is left over and is excreted into the soil. In the soil, bacteria break down the organic matter, releasing electrons. Our plant is growing in a carbon electrode directly. So the bacteria release the electrons and donate the electrons directly to our electrode. We harvest the electrons in the wire, put a counter electrode to it, and we got electricity.
SunSluiter is a low-cost, non-electrical rotator for solar panels to generate electricity from the sun. And the advantage of the SunSluiter is that it can benefit both developed and emerging markets, as well as large and small installations. So the SunSluiter is for every solar panel, not just solar panels and utility-scale installations. So I'm very excited about what I've invented here because it's a very simple, very sustainable, and very scalable solution. So you can have fewer panels for that same output, or you can have the same number of panels for even a higher output, and that's fantastic. I want to take this on the global scale. If you can optimize every solar panel to have 40% more electricity, that's extremely significant. I really imagine a future here where my children and my children's children and all of the generations to come can access solar energy in a more sustainable and optimized way. And I hope that you will share this vision with me and help me bring this project forward. Thank you so much.
We make showers that use 70% less water and 70% less energy without reducing the flow at the shower head. You need to realize that the water that is used in your shower has a lot of embedded energy within it. And I don't just mean the energy that you add to the water to make it hot so you can shower in a hot shower. Just to get the water to your house in the first place, it has to be captured, treated, and distributed. And that uses lots and lots of energy until now, because this is what we've done. Now, we recycle shower water in real time, and this means that with our system, for every litre of water you put into the system, you get 3.3 litres out of the shower head. So we capture the water from within the shower tray, and we pump it through a recirculation circuit where we filter it in 3 different ways, and then we heat pasteurize it. You get exactly the same shower experience that you have before, but you're using 70% less water and energy to do it. Thank you.
A multitasking service development enhanced 24 hours a day to be able to supply, to purify, to compensate, and to communicate. Now, to give you an idea of the potential, for instance, a triangle has a core, an inside, which we called cartridge. And it could store energy, it could store water, or it could even get us a food container. Around it, we have the cassettes, the outside, where we could win, for instance, electricity, or we could clean air, or we could get heating, or even we could get advertisement. We want to have as much applications in the system to create as much green economy around it and as much influence to be able. So we wanted to have the best technology, the best results in the best economy. Thank you very much and I hope you join us.
We are the makers of Carbon DM, a mobile app which automatically and effortlessly measures your carbon footprint by looking at your pattern and speed of movement. Essentially a carbon computer in your smartphone. So to the Green Challenge objective, which is carbon reduction. Well, we believe that through behavior change and personal information, which is born of real measurement, that we can actually affect that. Good data can be responsible for intelligent and different transport planning that can lead to a better quality of transport service, and that can result in you going, yes, I want to take public transport more. And what's the net effect of that? Well, we think there's a good chance that's carbon reduction, right? More people using public transport that's better designed. Thank you very much.
Even though it's from afar, it's my pleasure to be a part of the Postcode Lottery Green Challenge. I'd like to give a special thanks to a city I love, Amsterdam, and I'm sorry I can't be there tonight. I certainly would if I could. But it is my privilege to introduce to you your keynote speaker, Mr. Willam McDonough. Bill and I first came together and collaborated on a project after Hurricane Katrina to rebuild a neighborhood that had been hardest hit in New Orleans. We wanted to base this project on the cradle-to-cradle principles put forth in Bill's book. And it was our belief that for this new technology to work, that it couldn't just be a rich man's toy, but it had to be proven at a low-income level, that it had to be available for everybody. And I must say, the result has far exceeded my expectations. And something very important came out of it, something that Bill always spoke about. And that was that this idea of sustainability, why we're all here today, is something that goes far beyond eco-efficiency or high-performance technology, but it is truly an issue of social justice. It is about dignity. It is about building with respect for the people who will use or inhabit what we do, for their neighbors and for the world at large. And its time has come, and it's time to go global. And that's why I'm very excited that you have Bill speaking for you tonight. And with great respect, I introduce to you my friend and collaborator, the voice of the new paradigm whose time has come, Mr. Bill McDonough.
What we're going to talk about today is what it means, I think, and I hope, to be honest, to be fair, to be positive, and to be creative, because that is what we need now. This is about doing things a different way, and it's not just redoing. It's not reduce, reuse, recycle. It's beyond that, because we're rethinking the way we deliver our promises to our children. It's time for new design. It's time for redesign. Everything. It's time for us to design for 10 billion people. And it's not okay for us to say we have a population problem. This is just the way it is. We see the human population as a problem rather than as a beautiful opportunity to serve these children with the joy of celebration of abundance. We ignore one half of the world by taking things and throwing them, quote, away. Where is away? Away went away. Where's that other half of our economy where things come back into cycles, but not life cycles? Most of these things are not alive. So Cradle to Cradle was written by me and Michael Braungart. And Michael and I have been working closely for over 20 years. And what we're looking at is, after 5,000 years, I think humans got a little bit smarter. It did take us 5,000 years to put wheels on our luggage, which does have to make you wonder. But on the other hand, in the last 5,000 years, we've also figured out that we make stuff and we can remake it and reuse it. And like the biological metabolism, what Crick said, in order to be alive, you had to have growth. You had to have free energy from sunlight, and you had to have an open system of chemicals operating in a metabolism for the benefit of the organisms and their reproduction. So what does it mean, once again, to become native peoples? What does it mean to be native to this place? We're not leaving. We will be here 5,000 years from now telling our stories, and they will be good stories. And we will have people like Brad Pitt helping us tell our stories. And we move from this de facto strategy of tragedy. We're just coming here. We're destroying the environment. Think of it. It's so tragic. To a strategy of hope that we can give our children. And the question becomes, how do we love all the children? Not just ours, but of all species, the butterflies, for all time. Revolution. Thank you.
Out of 700 entries, 6 of you remain. I'm not going to keep you. I know this is nerve-wracking. But no matter who goes home with this check tonight, you are all winners. And it takes pioneers like yourselves to bring this kind of change to scale. I personally applaud you all. Good luck.
The runner-up for the Green Challenge 2011 is Willam.
Eden Full. Congratulations.
I'm so excited right now. You have no idea what this means to me. I think this is gonna take everything so far, and just now I have the chance to find, team members. I have the chance to really start manufacturing more pilots, and this is just gonna take the Sun Saluter, I think, an incredible distance, and I'm so excited.
The winner of the Green Challenge 2011 is...
This is very exciting. It's Nick Christie.
Nick Christie! Woo!
It's amazing, and I don't think I've really realized I've won yet. I think maybe tomorrow morning when I wake up, and then it will feel real.
Well done.
Okay.
Very good.
We make showers. For every 1 litre of water we put into the shower, we can get 3.3 litres of water out of the shower head, because we're recycling 70% of the water.